My back hurts. Hello, Carson. Hello, Carson, Igor, Fatty. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello.
Said hello.
Hello.
YT underscore Novikajigor 31. Said why you faster me.
I think I do more laps, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I eat better food. Maybe the food is better. I don't know.
Said hit subscribe.
Whoa, my controller. That's a good question, though. Why am I fast? If you consider me fast in the first place, why am I fast? That is a good question to be asking. What am I doing? I think I just run a lot of laps. If I had to answer that one myself, I think it's because I play all the time. And I think if I wasn't playing every day, I would slow down a bit. And it's inevitable. If you're not working, if you're not making money, you're losing money. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
YT underscore Novikajigor 31. Said what kind of car do you have and what year is it?
I have 3 cars in my driveway. You mean my real cars? 2002 Camry V6, 3-liter Camry, V6 Camry, 2002. I have my 1995 Audi 90, and that has a 2.8 12 valve V6, not a 30 valve. There's a 12 and a 30. I used to have the 30 in high school. And the other car is the Porsche Boxster, which I'm thinking about a lot today. I actually just changed my oil on my Camry because I'm a responsible car owner. Changed my oil in my car a little while ago. Went outside, did the job. The job is done now.
Carson Racing.
Fresh oil.
Said I'm making EU account soon.
Good. I think honestly, I spoke to someone else about that today, who saw the stream yesterday, where you mentioned stuff about that and how you were asking me some questions, and I think all of you guys who race during the daytime, if you're racing at like this time of day, you should probably have an EMEA account. If you race at this time of day mostly, and you're fast, you should definitely have one because you're gonna have more fun and race better drivers. And that's what this is all about: having fun and racing fast drivers is why we're here, right?
Carson Racing. Said I did 1.32.129.
I actually was going to set a time now. Let's do that now before I waste any longer. Let's set a time. Carson, do you want to predict what I'm going to run here in 5 minutes? Do you want to predict it? Yes, Mood Firdaus. I think the R8 for sure. Any mid-engine car will be good here. Hello, Baxt. Yeah, any American listening, I think if you race during the daytime, more often than not, North America gets good in the evening. So if you want good races in the daytime, EMEA is a great way to go. I think for any American looking to challenge themselves, EMEA account, good way to go. You'll get better over there because it's just so cutthroat. Not necessarily faster drivers, just a lot more drivers, and everyone's really aggressive.
Said took me like 20 laps combined.
Any guesses for me, Carson? Am I going to get a 32? I already have one, but am I going to get another one? Can you guess my lap time, Carson, before I run it? Guess it to like the 100th. Give me to the 100th, Carson.
Carson Racing.
That's pretty good.
Said
if we get that, I'll be pretty happy.
1.457.
I think that's possible. In some cars, Firdaus, you ask me any question you want, by the way, Mood Firdaus. Any question. Any question is a good question. I have explained here that I have asked my fastest friends a million stupid questions when I was still working to get quicker, when I really was like dedicated to that more than anything, and I was, really trying. Just asking questions is such a big tool.
Not that, then
Ask anything.
2.643.
But as far as TCS, if you're in a mid-engine car like this, TCS will not slow you down a lot, but it will still slow you down a little bit. If you're in a FR car, it's going to slow you down a ton, depending how many corners and stuff. In a mid-engine car, generally, TCS is not as obtrusive. It's not going to mess you up pace-wise as much in a mid-engine car. I think in the Ferrari and other mid-engine cars, it even helps you with tire wear quite a bit and won't slow you down too much.
Carson Racing said that was a warm-up lap.
I was talking like the entire time, yes. You've seen me at my best, Carson. I don't feel like I need to impress you anymore. I feel like you've seen a lot from me. You've seen some crazy stuff. If you really think deeply how crazy some of the stuff we've done in the past is, I'm very confident that no matter how slow I go, you kind of understand I could go faster. Better than most people. The answer is still no, Fatty. You cannot spam my chat. I don't know your age, Fatty, but you have to act like an adult here. No matter what. So just keep that in mind. There's moments where we can have fun and still, you know, but we're not going to be spamming my chat with annoying sounds if we don't have to. You really got to earn that privilege and do something special for me to allow you to spam my chat. That privilege is not earned. That's not a right. That's a privilege to be doing that. Maybe you catch me in a really good mood one day. I'll let you do it.
Said, can I just send one of the thing? It's not gonna be long. It's just an example of if I did a lot of.
I don't recommend it. Again, I wield all this power, all the power, Fatty. If I don't like it.
Lamborghini is nice to drive, I find, but so many other good car.
I'm on a Fanatec DD1, which is an older wheel, but also like a stronger wheel than a DD Pro. DD1 is what I use. Oh, I wish someone said something. Like, everyone's just sitting here not saying a word about this. Why don't you guys want sound? You don't tell me. How are we going to have sound if nobody tells me?
Carson Racing.
Thank you, Carson.
Said no engine sound
on either one, because none of you guys tell me. I thought I had it on. Vax finally said it, and then I saw that you said it right after. I'm going to reset, and hopefully we make it. We might make it around again. I think your estimate of a 0.4 is a really good one, Carson. I think a 0.4 is right where I'm going to be. If I get a good Sector 1, I think I can do a 0.4 right now. I still don't feel warmed up at all. I feel super cold. I normally don't warm up, though. So this is what I normally like to do. For Dallas, I saw your message before you deleted it about the feedback settings. I run 90% feedback, and then I lower the game feedback a little bit. A bit too wide. Let's use the runoff. Why not? Why not use this? What is this stuff here for anyway, this runoff? Use it. Oh my god. Been reset. So I'm going to ask one more time. Sound should be good. Let me know if there's anything we need to fix with the sound or the visuals. Everything should be perfect. Any lag. I mean, Mood Firdaus, if I could give any tips on getting faster, I would just say do as many laps as you can. Like, people complain about the Nürburgring being really hard, but those same people need to go do as many laps as they can handle, and they're gonna learn it really quickly. If those, you know, you sit down for an hour or two running the same track, you're gonna get so much better. I remember doing my first ever endurance race on Gran Turismo. I did like an endurance race series in GT5, and I found it so satisfying to do to have a reason to do like 1,000,000 laps in a row, and even 2 hours into a race, you're like really thinking like, okay, I can improve here. You're seeing things and learning things you would not learn unless you did so many laps. It helps a lot when someone is there working with you, and that's why part of my channel memberships, Mood, is I offer coaching like with the game if people want it. I've actually am probably the most qualified person in the whole community to coach someone on this game, to be honest. Because I'm the only one I know who worked as a driving instructor, and I'm the only one I know who works as a soccer coach. The only one I know who works as a teacher as well. So, like, how am I not the most qualified to help you get faster if you want my help?
Carson Racing.
You don't need anything, no.
Said, do you use VPN for Europe account?
No, you don't need anything like that. You just change the address. That's it. Again, the memberships offer coaching, but it's only the higher
Said,
tiers.
is it Gran Turismo or Gran Turismo? Like, how is it pronounced, not spelled?
Pretty sure you just pronounced it. Both ways are the same. She pronounced it well, both ways. Some people call it Gran Turism, and they put a M with no O. Gran Turism. I've seen that 1,000 times. We're just tourists. We're tourists. I mean, the nice thing about the time zone being so backwards is, like, it's 12 hours flat. It could probably still work out. Like, it wouldn't be during the day. It would be when it's evening for me, I would help you. We would pick a time. But I think also just watching my channel, a lot of people have told me that, you know, they gain a lot of skills just from watching. Because I try my best to improve and do things correctly and give a good example. So I can name you like a dozen people or more who like have directly told me, like, watching you has made me faster. I can name names. What's up, R4MC? Hello. I do enjoy helping people get quicker, so if anybody wants that kind of assistance, please feel free to reach out. You could ask the people who have worked with me before how it went, and they're all going to tell you it was amazing. Really proud to say that. Can't think of one person who I sat down with and tried to help out who didn't gain like a tremendous amount of confidence and pace in just the first session. Usually like an hour, hour and a half is like about as long as we'll go. And I have a system that I've been using for a couple years that just gets it done, gets the job done. We make results happen. Don't squash me. That would be silly. I'm gonna pit lap 1 because there's just, in this combination, you're bound to get held up. I'm surprised nobody else has decided to pit. I'm the only car who pitted. It's more fun to not pit maybe because you have to battle, but like I'm just gonna get held up so much. Let's just pit now. I don't feel like hanging with these guys and like, I wanna just get warmed up. Let me get fast first, and then I'll play around with them. We were lucky not to get held up at all lap 1, so that's a great start. Good starting stint right there. What's up, Viking Racer? Hello. You know, Mood Firdaus, it is extremely difficult to overtake here, but there are a couple good spots that are well known, good spots to overtake.
Said, do you need to remember password?
I could use the R8 potentially. I probably won't do it right now, like today. This is gonna be a short stream, so I might not do it today. But we could use the R8 in North America or something. If you come back tonight. I'm gonna stream again later after work. I have to go to work in like 2 hours. This won't be the longest stream. Got a nice launch there. Yeah, I have soccer coaching from 4 to 6 today. Carson, that's a silly question. Do you need to remember your password for anything, Carson? What are passwords for? Are you supposed to remember them? What happens if you forget? What do you have to do then? I recommend choosing any password. Might want to write it down, might not. It's okay. If you remember it, you remember it. I don't think anyone's looking to steal access to your EMEA account anytime soon. So it doesn't need to be the craziest password ever. Also, that account will have PlayStation Plus as long as it's on your PlayStation and your PlayStation's activated as primary on your main account that has the Plus. As long as one of your accounts has Plus and it's activated as primary, they all have Plus. You should definitely not type your passwords in chat. Oh my god, I will never shift up early again to third. That was absolutely just diabolical what that did to my car's balance right there. Shifting up early is not helping me. Still warming up here, finding my rhythm with this. I think after a couple races, I should get to my full pace. I remember yesterday feeling so confident on the pedals and so aggressive by the end of my stream. I don't really feel that way now, even though we're not really going that slow. A couple errors here and there. The more laps you do, the faster you're gonna get. The more warmed up you get. It's all muscle memory. It's like Gallo already pitted or fell back. Starting to really feel the warm-up coming in now. Getting better at this for sure. I didn't realize that last lap was a 0, so that's a sign for sure. Starting to get my timing and everything going. Maybe A-Train. It's hard to say that. I believe in him still. I still believe in him. He's been running very consistent laps, even though I'm a little faster. Tiny bit. Welcome, A-Train. I was starting to think my stream was broken because nobody's chatting, nobody's joining either stream, it seems. Both streams look pretty dead right now. I'm surprised by. What's up with Adley? Maybe here, we can get a look at him. It sounded like he lifted. That sounded like a lift to let me go. Super strong lobby. We're barely gaining position because of that. Even though we've had a super smooth run, really. We'll see where we end up, though. Oh my god, never again. Why do I do it? Why do I do it with myself? Third gear, just ruining things if I go early. Would have been buy this car so easily. Remember overtaking that car yesterday on that same corner. Same way, on the outside after he exited pit. If you go back to my very first stream, it's still there and you can watch it. If you go to oldest, if you sort my live streams by oldest, you'll find it. But I started in like 2018. I started with YouTube also. Forgot to go to third on the exit. P8 not so bad considering this lobby is like as sweaty and crazy as I've ever seen, really. When you have multiple Nations Cup champions here. You got Gallo, Hazal, Nicholas, who's extremely fast, Consta, and Sedziak. All five of those guys, the top five are like as good as anybody. So hopefully next race I can start a little higher up. I started, what, like 12th or something? 13th? And we were able to move up a bit. has all started behind me and somehow moved up. I don't know how he did that. I thought he started behind me. And they got Ford, F-Type, RCZ. Lots of different cars too. Bax, I hope I can like get up amongst them because I started in a spot where it makes it hard to get near them. If I start near the front, I'll be having a close race with them. I'm gonna need to. Not the best apex. Little slide right there. Probably got close. Don't think I beat it though. Okay, well I was completely wrong. Considering that's like just a one-timer, I think if we had done like 2 or 3, we'll get a really low 32. If I just had 5 more minutes. I wasn't expecting to go so quick right away. Carson guessed a 0.4. I think we could probably do a 0.2 now that I've done that one. Because that didn't feel particularly special. And I thought turn 1 was really bad as well. The last corner was botched as well. I thought last corner was a big mistake. So we're a little further up now. This is a little better. Got Win behind me, Damien behind me. They're going to find a way past, you would imagine. This lobby is sweat, sweat, sweat. No more Gallo, though. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty lobby. That doesn't seem right. Wow. That's weird. That's very strange. Had a look at the vertical stream. Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. That thing is dead. I've never seen one start so slow. That's the slowest that I've seen. They usually come back to life too, so I don't know if this one's gonna come back to life, but that's a slow start for a vertical. Hello, Yogson. Thank you, A-Train. I have Hazal ahead, Hazal. My good friend Mick. I think I'm gonna pit lap 1. I don't know, there's so many cars. So why would I stay out? Surely would just be holding myself up if I stay out. The Jet, he loves that car. He's a big fan of that car. Always liked it. He has a Lister Storm livery on his Jag. Are we all gonna pit? I'm surprised they don't want to pit. I'm shocked by it. They want a battle. I don't think it helps. I see Damien going in the pit. I don't think it helps to stay out. The only positive is you get slipstream. Hello, Minimal. Hello. Welcome back. Hello, Adele. Hello, Adele. Welcome back.
Said daily like joke, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate those daily likes. You're helping me survive here with that kind of support. It's been an amazing summer, you guys. Thank you so much for making it special.
Said you deserve it, man.
I try my best to work hard here and show up every day, and you guys make it all worth it. Thank you for making me so happy.
Adil El Mala.
really not just the Chelsea fan. I made that crest with my bare hands. I might be the biggest Chelsea fan in the United States. Regardless if I go to matches or watch every match. I used to. I've never been busier. Used to make my schedule around the matches. Now I make it around my jobs. That's an ugly one. I'm really not driving fast enough right now. Damien made up a lot of time on this lap already because I'm going too slowly. Making it hard for myself. Little tiny mistakes. Leaders are ahead of me now. They just exited the pit. Former leader. What's up, Cali boy? I use 5 rear for my car. I think a lot of people like 3 or 4, but I prefer 5 with the Ferrari. What's up, Cali boy? How are you? Damien going really quickly in the RCZ. I don't know how I even went so wide. I'm trying to slow down. I keep missing the apex there. I think last corner and first corner are easily where I'm making the most mistakes right now. Someone crashed right there. Is Niklas, Consta, all these guys ahead now? Everyone's directly ahead. I'm gonna let Damien go there. That's a small mistake. Gonna let him get close enough. He's had a brilliant stint. He started like 2.5 seconds behind me. He's consistently going a half second a lap quicker. So now hopefully I can stay with him. Stay really close would be good. His draft will just keep pulling me along and make up for my missing pace, having a little bit of draft hopefully. Yesterday I was doing some 32s, but I haven't watched a replay or anything. I should go watch a replay and find a couple more tenths somewhere. I think again, probably turn 1 and the last corner are where I'm going to find it. I got a pen. That's penalty. I thought for sure I lifted enough times too, but it's unfortunate. That's a big mistake. I'm right behind these guys too. I've driven alright. Until that, honestly, I was doing an alright job. All the cars ahead have pitted already. I see that, Carson, I see. It's only had like a few views since it started, actually, when normally it gets like a crazy amount. And I think maybe that's because of the way I started it, where at the beginning of the stream I started my vertical with like 10 minutes before the race, and maybe it just did so poorly on its early couple impressions. I don't know. I've never seen one do so bad. So hopefully I'll figure it out. If not, I'm sure the next one will be normal again. I try to start my streams, especially the vertical one, right as I'm starting the race. Today I broke that tradition and started it with like 10 minutes before the race. And maybe like it just didn't do well, I don't know. I don't know if that matters at all. Because this one's done that poorly. I don't think that's even like what's going on, actually. Hello, David. Working and lurking. I gotta go to work after one more race. So I think the vertical stream is gonna run out of time. It's never gonna get started today. Sometimes it starts slowly, but it's like really not working well right now. I don't think it's gonna wake up before I go to work. And I'm working from 4 to 6. I had like no gas when I got home yesterday. I really like almost called for help to get gas yesterday. Things are so tight before I go back to teaching, and I made it home last night, fortunately, because I had no phone service either. My phone is off until I pay my bill here. So I made it home, and I decided to make sure I make it to the gas station today. I have a little pump that I bought for my Porsche that pumps the gas out of the fuel tank if you need to. I pumped all the fuel out of my lawnmower, which was really full, and put it in like a jerry can and put it in my car. And I also realized, oh wait, I have like a half a gallon from when I filled the lawnmower. So I put a gallon of lawnmower gas into my car to make it to the gas station now. And somebody sent me $20 this morning. My sister spoke to me this morning for the first time in a while. I'm like, hey, you know what? You want to help me out? I get paid tomorrow. So I got what I need for fuel and everything. Plus, after this check today from YouTube, I get another pair of checks from soccer coaching before the end of the month, and then teaching checks will start rolling in. And then the really big checks come on the 20th of September, 20th of October, 20th of November. I'm going to get $3,000 checks each month. $3,000 for each month for my 2 soccer teams that I'm coaching. Like $3,300 each check. So a total of $10,000 in 3 months, which I can't say no to that for coaching soccer. It's too easy, too fun. Yeah, A-Train, I think it's pretty likely my vertical stream had a problem. I don't know what the problem is, but I've never seen it do so poorly, so I'm assuming something happened today with the algorithm. I don't know. I've actually been taking pictures of every vertical stream after the stream, so I can compare how each one does and look for patterns. And I know this one's like the outlier of outliers right now, after like 20 or 30 of them in a row that I've done this month. Almost 2 streams a day, all month. And this is for sure the slowest one, the one that did the worst. Yeah, and those big checks, A-Train, are how I'm confident, like, I'll finish my floor reinforcement for the fish tank, I'll finish my Porsche project, put a little money aside to work on my other household needs, like fixing my roof. I need to get a new roof in the next couple years. Maybe next year. Get a new roof on the house. That stuff will never happen if I don't find a way to pay for it. And I live alone, no family to help me do these things. I have to just work harder. I have to make a success out of myself. Yes, you should definitely prioritize frame rate if your PS has that option. Man, I should have been pushing harder the last lap or so. I could probably catch the Lamborghini. We're right behind him, really.
Vegas Racer.
Hey, Vegas Racer. How are you? One good lap away from catching him. I'm gonna get caught now myself if I make one more error. That error was big, and said Ziak is very fast.
Vegas Racer said figuring out my microstream.
Oh, you definitely should stream yourself. I've known you for so long. You would be an entertaining guy to watch, I think.
Vegas Racer said I did Sunday.
The BMW started to understeer at the end of the corner there.
Vegas Racer said Mike was too low for the controller.
I certainly needed to defend there. The BMW is about to catch me anyway. BMW's got it. He's way faster. My exit was so poor, I think he's got it. No, we got it. We got it. That was really close though. Yeah, you have to do one round of Music Rally, unfortunately. A-Train, you also have fish tanks? We could have like a collab, a fish tank channel collab. What are you gonna put in them? I plan to like really like grow out the fishing channel into the main thing even. I want to really run the soccer and the racing channel as far as they can go, but the fishing channel, if that tank works out, if the fishing channel works out, I'll make another. Like I'll make a saltwater pond in my yard. I really enjoy going to the beach and I love the ocean. I wouldn't mind having a crazy, crazy fish tank setup if it's making me money back. David, for sure, I could even see, like, Sedziak was struggling in a lot of the low-speed stuff with that car. The Z4 came in P2, so I think the Z4 might be more nimble. M3 GT is a very, like, that's a good car still, but understeering. This is my friend James's favorite car. My friend James loves this car. Yeah, I think saltwater is so cool. I'm all about it. I would like to do freshwater also with my channel and stuff when I get going, but saltwater above all else. That's where all the cool stuff is at. But I really do appreciate the freshwater environments, and I will have a freshwater setup and stuff on my channel. But saltwater is the focus. So guys, this is the last race actually of the stream. It's sad. It's only been an hour. But we're going to end at 90 minutes because I have work at 4. I have to be there at 3:30. So I'm going to leave after this. Sorry to say. I would have started my stream earlier, but I realized when I was getting ready to start, wait, I never changed my oil this week like I wanted to. I changed my oil in my Camry, put 5 quarts of Pennzoil Platinum in my car today. New filter. Did not make a mess either. The mess was minimal. Minimal mess was made. Well, that's not a good turn 1. You know what was not good though? I like drained the oil in my Camry and I went way beyond the interval, like way farther than I should. irresponsibly long on the interval. I put in 5 quarts. I probably only took out like 2. I was like, wow, there's like no oil in here. It's all super sludged, and there's not a lot. I should go check. I put it back in the same bottle I emptied. It'd show right in the bottle how much actually came out. It's less than half, I would imagine, which is bad. My poor Camry. If that was a Porsche, it would have died like thousands of miles ago. But the Camry does not care. Couldn't even tell that it like had sludgy oil. It didn't run any differently, didn't sound any different. I've had cars that are very sensitive to it, where like you could tell when they need an oil change. You hear it. Oh, don't do it on a German car. I think on a German car, you're asking for trouble if you do that. On a Toyota, you know, you could probably put like something other than oil in there. It would still work. Put some like vegetable oil. Might still work. You know, David, I wish that I had a father that was mechanical and showed me some of these things. I've had to learn as an adult, but from my neighbor, and borrow his tools. And my neighbor is giving me that fatherly experience of showing me things that I'd never learned. The last few years, I've learned all my mechanical experience with his tools, with his advice when I need it. He's been there to help me. Looks like we have a similar group as last time. No more Nicholas. Nicholas is no longer in it. Oh, James is here. I didn't realize James is here. Oh, man. Good luck, James. James is here. Oh, there you are. There you are. I only have time for one also. But good luck. I wish you the best. You know how it's going to be. Super cutthroat right off the bat. I think you are as prepared as anybody for that style of driving. Good luck, James. Good luck, everybody in my race. Let's see, my alarms are going to go off at the end of this race. Right as the race ends, you're going to hear my phone go off, telling me to leave. What did that say? Vegas Racer, I don't know if you're still there, but if you need any help with your stream setup, any help with your mic, anything you need, Vegas Racer, you know who to ask. Just reach out to me. Easy to get in contact with. I need to stop trying that. I short shift third sometimes and it never helps me. Has not helped me once. I need to run second out all the way to like at least max torque, which is like 3/4. I need to run second a little bit to jump to third if I don't want to bog. Oh, that felt good. So I was doing that, I just reminded myself, in official season 2 years ago, I used Ferrari, and we had a round here, and I really started to learn, like, extra upshifts can help a lot. And then this year, it was the same sort of deal. When I was using the Ferrari at times, in exhibition season, shifting up before the corner would help out a lot sometimes. Like if I have a 4th gear entry, I'll go to 5th before the 4th gear entry And that will somehow settle my car and make it feel better. Change my differential behavior. Wind is in the RS. How? Oh my god, that's so stupid. I went a little wide, trying to get on throttle early, knowing wind is behind me, trying to go faster. Painful to serve that one. Couldn't really go any deeper. It's inevitable, James. You gotta either chill out or get by him on the straight, James. I'm glad you got by him, but that wasn't the way you want to do it. James and this guy have done nothing but hold each other up. And I think maybe James should just bump him. Keep him with wind as long as possible, maybe? I don't know. My passive-aggressive style. Passive style, not even aggressive. I might have tried to work with him a little bit. He defended me there. James left the door open for him. Probably gonna have to just choose the outside. He's bumping me out of the way right there. Did not hug the apex tight enough. The car ahead, in my opinion. Try it again. Thank you. Yeah, that took a lot of effort. It took quite a bit of effort. And now our race is over, essentially, because we spent the entire time battling with Fraga and watching James and Fraga battle when, like, really early in the race, gotta find a way to not hold each other up and find clean air. Maybe not pitting would have been way better, in hindsight now. Not pitting might have helped me avoid this. What is this poop pug doing? He's going so slowly. How am I missing brakes now? The dirty air behind, like, definitely makes a difference. Because last lap was so easy to do that corner. Now all of a sudden, twice as hard. Having air behind you from another car that close changes things. Missed the apex badly. Yeah, the Peugeot has great torque in every gear. I'm about to get overtaken by it because of that horrible exit. It's so bad. And leave it open. I've gone so deep. Pug gave it right back to me. Well, that car, like, decided to quit the race right in front of us. We got James coming up behind us too. Hello, Woden. Yes, Woden, there's like slipstream from behind that I never read about this or learned about this till recently, but it's something you can read about. Slipstream from behind can affect things. I had to be convinced about this by James. He showed me textbooks and stuff that really go into detail that, yes, when there's a car behind you, there is a dirty air slipstream effect that like pushes you from behind. Cushion of air between you. Air is just like water. You can't really condense it forever. It's going to start pushing things at some point when you get enough force behind it. And this game actually tries to simulate that. And I never thought about it. Never understood it at all. It does everything, yeah. It disrupts downforce. It can almost feel like a car is pushing you. I mean, I was reading about this. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Something that I never understood, that like there can be effects from cars behind you. And it's not just... Let's see. What did Woden say? The vacuum. So, underlay braking apparently and stuff like that. Someone was telling me like, it can create forces. And while reading about it, it seemed to be confirmed. This is about like a year ago, 9 months ago, where I was reading about this. I had to be convinced. I'm like, there's no way. James can explain it better than me, his thoughts on this, but James was telling me that like cars with big wings create more turbulence for the car behind, and that certain cars follow better than others as well because of these aerodynamic effects. Some cars do better when they're right behind another one versus others. And some cars really don't do well having a car with a big wing behind them, for the same vacuum sorts of reasons that Woden pointed out. I think my friends who are faster than me would be great people to talk about this with, see what they think. I've watched a good amount of Isle of Man. They don't have great coverage where I live, but I can get usually like the next week they'll have the stuff from the week before on a channel called Velocity, back when I had cable. Not sure what you mean, a vertical stream listed as a horizontal stream. What does that even mean? Oh, Kaboom! Hello, Kaboom! Kaboom! Smog was so happy that you came by the other day. Smog Baxter came in like 5 minutes after you left the other day, and he was like, wait, Kaboom was here? I'm like, yeah. He saw your messages. I'm like, dude, go back and watch. Smog Baxter was hyped that you came by. Kaboom, welcome back. I'm not sure what happened with my vertical stream, but you know what? I gained 1,000 subscribers this month. I don't really care if one stream doesn't go perfectly. I don't think it's gonna be never happening again. I think this is a fluke that this stream did badly. Not too worried about why this stream didn't perform. No, you will. If you hang out here at all, you'll see him. He's here every day. He's on the West Coast, so for him, he's probably at work. It's noon right now. I have to go to work myself now, actually. Time for me to go, unfortunately. This is the first stream I didn't gain a subscriber the whole month. That's how you know the vertical's dead. I'm gonna end the vertical now since it never really even got started. I don't know what happened to it. It's set up the way I always set it up. Not sure why YouTube hated it today. It only had 81 views in total when I had a 23,000 view stream recently. So who knows why it did so bad? Who knows? I will try to do something slightly different later tonight. Oh, what's my alarm? I'm ending the vertical. Bye-bye, vertical people. I gotta go. And horizontal people, I have to go. It is time to go. If I could stay longer, I would. You hear my alarms. You hear them. You can hear the alarm going. But what do you mean, according to your feed, you had two horizontals? Like, what did you see in your feed that made you think my vertical was a horizontal? That's where I'm starting to miss. The stream key is fine. I start with like a really specific procedure where I know the stream key is fine. So that's why I'm confused. But again, not a huge concern for me. We've had such an amazing month already. I'm gonna turn that off. Sorry. Amazing month already. We're one bad stream, literally like I could have 10 bad streams before I care. We've gained more growth in 2 weeks than I gained all year, so I'm not gonna complain ever. Grateful is the only vibe I have right now. Thank you guys for being here. This is a really slow stream, but the fact you guys were here when like YouTube's not even trying to help me out means a lot. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye, David, if you're still here. Bye-bye, Kaboom. Bye-bye, Wadadley. A-Train. I will be here after work. What's up, Carson? And bye-bye. Bye-bye, Woden. I have work from 4 to 6, and then I really am thinking I'm going to go to the beach after. Because it's been a week at least since I went to the beach. So I'll be home at like 9:30. And I'll try not to, like yesterday, I procrastinated when I got home. I was like not starting the stream right away. I laid in the couch. I will try not to relax when I get home. I'll try. Give it a shot. Alright, bye guys. Going to work. Gotta go.